But as you know what now, the TikTok president, Mr. Chu, says that they have hired people in social media that are social media influencers to tell young people to take a time out from TikTok. Do you think that's a game? Were they sincere by hiring people to tell youth to take a time out from? I'm talking about influencers on TikTok to tell them to take a time out. Just cannot consume your life. So, do you think that was a strategy, or did they were sincere in the way TikTok presented these influencers to them to do this on a regular basis?
Well, you have to understand the agenda behind both of them.
Okay.
And the Chinese is trying to appease not only the American legislators, but also their audience.
Yes.
And see, in that there's something that's a ruffle of feathers here.
Yes. Yes.
And so it comes back to they don't want the Chinese to have the power, to have the influence on that particular group of people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You said
You know,
okay.
so it's the same thing that the regular media does here,
Mm-hmm.
and more so. The programs are terrible for children here versus in China, because China has certain types of uh, 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 rules and regulations concerning conducting that type of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it may be done on a subtlety, but that's how it's set up.
Mm-hmm. When we talk about, I'm gonna ask you about AI technology, and you know it, but there's a reason, and I'm asking you right now: is there a race on between China and the United States and Russia? I'm not gonna say Russia because I don't think that Russia's the biggest threat to the United States. Is there a race right now between China and the United States to develop the best Chat GPT that they can?
They're trying to develop the best technology for the interaction between robots and humans.
Okay. So there's a race right now.
Yeah, because it has many implications.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on just a moment.
Okay. So what we're doing is we're talking about TikTok, and you know what? There are 2 billion people that have downloaded TikTok, and I have Dr. Lee Warren of PLIM Latent Man on, and he's taking a refresher. So when he's ready, and so Chat GPT, which Bill Gates invested heavily in. Okay. And I think they probably might end up challenging Google's, but Google's has a Chat GPT too. But you say it's a race between China and the United States of America to develop the best Chat GPT. And once they develop it, what would be the outcome of
Well,
this
now
once they perfect
they'd have the better, excuse me, the better interaction between humans and robots. In other words, you would talk to a robot just like you do a human.
it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you have your soldiers, your big ideas. They won't tell nobody, but they can make soldiers,
Mm-hmm.
AI soldiers,
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
with the same relationship as humans have with humans.
Yes.
That's the pinnacle idea that they can make these robots having that same type of, uh, uh, I guess,
Humanoids.
humanoid. Human,
Androids. Yes.
right.
Yes.
Now, they won't get it perfect, but it'll
Mm-hmm.
be enough for them to perform a whole bunch of regiments of soldiers, etc., and perform on certain duties. In other words, they can become a chief form of labor.
Mm-hmm. Is it not a danger to that? Would you develop Chat GPT to where people will lose their creativity and their cognitive skills? Is that not a danger?